Hello, I'm Natalie Thomas, and the following is my personal debriefing presentation. I don't have the full picture of what my future entails. I can say, though, that I have ideas all the time. These days, I am thinking of starting and growing a personal finance coaching business. Also, with the knowledge that I have gathered through my experiences here at Western Carolina, I know that I can be more of an assistance to my husband in growing his side hustle as an author and a podcaster. I find the learning communities in all my entrepreneurial classes engaging and educational. It's especially helpful when others cite their sources. It's an excellent way to fill in the gaps for one another and build each other up. The future me finds this valuable because it demonstrates the importance of the resources around you. This ad includes people. I am planning on increasing my resources and relationship by joining the local Chamber of Commerce. I have learned quite a bit this semester. I had multiple opportunities to display that knowledge, starting with the business model presentation. For mine, I chose licensing because I had heard of it, but I did not know much about it. What I took away from those presentations, not just my own, is how to think about the business model that you want to operate. Use tools like the business model canvas and the business model magic triangle to answer questions that help piece together the components of a comprehensive plan. You can also think through all the different types of business models to see if you can apply any of them to the plan you have. This does a couple of things. One, it can create new competitive edge. And two, it could create a new revenue stream. In the future, I will use the business canvas and the magic triangle and list the different business types to build my business. It is useful because it gives me a method to go by. For the Understanding Michael Porter chapter presentations, my team presented on Chapter 4, Creating Value, the Core. The author explains Michael Porter's theories for operating a successful business. Our chapter says that companies create value in two steps. One, creating the value proposition, which answers the what question of the business triangle. And two, by tailoring the value chain to deliver the value proposition to customers. Companies achieve these parts by answering the following three questions: which customers to serve, which needs of theirs to meet, and at what relative price. Companies need to be clear with their responses. Clarity is key to success. As Michael Porter was quoted as saying, "You can't be all things to all people." I'm so grateful to have this book as a resource. Looking ahead, I am sure that it is one I will reread many times. I found that Go Venture was quite challenging. It was enlightening to see how one component of your business affects another. If you are not careful as a business owner, the whole thing can collapse. Each piece takes careful consideration and a lot of work. It was valuable to me to start each day going through each module of the business. I would check on each part like going down a list. It helped me to stay on top of everything and create systems that would make the whole operation run smoothly. Going forward, I will be relying heavily on checklists and systems to build my business toward success. I understand the necessity of evaluating one another as teammates. I also found this to be the least enjoyable part of the class, somewhat because I feel like the survey questions are very repetitive, but also because I don't think very many people enjoy surveying others. But if you're going to have employees, it is a good practice to evaluate their performance. Not only is this good for the business, but it is also good for the employees. It gives them feedback to know what they are doing right and where they need correction to do better. I imagine in the future I will have some system to help me perform evaluations. I do them now at my job for the employees on my team. I do not want to leave out all the pieces that I picked up in my other class, New Venture Execution. All of these points answer an important question on the business model canvas. All go into building a successful business. The future me will be using every resource I receive in these classes to think through and create my future business. I have found that all the educational strategies used in this business program have been effective. The multifaceted approach is used because what may not work for one student will work for another. Each tactic is aimed at improving specific skills for students. For example, the learning community is great for getting students to come out of their shells and overcome any fear of meeting new people, and teaches networking. In the future, I think uses of role-playing and further use of technology like Zoom can also be valuable. One thing that I believe will be productive and useful to the program is the induction of the new Honor Society. Not only will it help build relationships and networking, but it could foster a mentoring program between students and alumni. Thank you very much for viewing my presentation, and congratulations to all the graduates out there.